play right now. Cool.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jane Marie Agnew, and I'm the Director of Leadership Speaker Series. I would like to officially welcome you to our Innovative Leadership Speaker Series this evening. First, I have a few reminders. Just be sure before you leave this evening to sign in your name at the sign-in table. Also, make sure to mark down if you're here for a specific professor so that we can give you credit and let your teacher know that you were here. Also, we'll have a question and answer session at the very end. Be sure we'll have a mic being passed around by Christine. Be sure to speak clearly into the microphone so that we can hear your question. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our speaker for this evening. Jerry Nelson has been an entrepreneur with projects in Michigan, California, Arizona, and Mexico. As a serial entrepreneur, Jerry has founded the creation and startup of numerous companies, including Simulanet, Videotronics, Ticketmaster, Antenna Technology Corporation, Technology Control Services, and Troon Golf Management. He was appointed by Arizona Governor Bruce Babbitt to the Urban Lands Advisory Commission, and in 1997 was inducted into Scottsdale's History Maker Hall of Fame. Please join me in welcoming Jerry Nelson.
Good to be here. Good to be with all of you. I hope you're going to write things down tonight. I want everybody to write things down. And I hope, for your benefit, you don't quit for another 60 to 70 years. That's the key in a complex society. And I'll give you something, the first thing to write is an old philosopher from 200 years BC. He didn't have everything right, but he had this right, Aristotle. He said, quote, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act. It's a habit. Now, if you get that in your head, and you take that in your heart, and you make it your passion, you will excel in your life wherever you go. You'll have failures, and you'll have successes. You'll have big wins and some disappointments. Welcome to the world. But you won't do it with memory. There's another one. If you want to write it down, Chinese proverb. The palest of ink is far, far stronger than the strongest memory. Now, if you take that to heart and you apply it this semester or quarter, whatever you have, and this year and next year, you take it out into your business life and your career path, you will do far better than you would have if you have this ego and say, "Oh, I can remember that. Piece of cake. No problem. I'm good, you know." The mindset. Good luck. You're going to need a lot of it. There are some things that, following that thought, we are what we repeatedly do. I'm going to use some examples that are terribly simplistic, almost childlike. I'm going to use one right now. Can you remember when you were this high? And you looked up at your mommy and she said, as my mommy said to me, "Jerry, yes, mommy, chew with your mouth closed." "Yes, mommy." The next day, "Jerry, I told you to chew with your mouth closed." "Yes, mommy." After about 500 times, and finally, now, you had dinner tonight. I'll bet you were all chewing with your mouth closed. It's a habit. Did you say, oh yeah, I got my mouth closed now? Yeah. No, a habit is what you do and you don't even know it. Now that's a habit. Winning can be a habit. Will you ever become perfect and win all the time? No. And we put it in winning and losing, success, failure. Use whatever terms you want. But the young generation likes this idea of winning instead of success or achievement. I guess it's too intellectual or something, whatever it is. I don't care. You pick it. But if you want to be a winner in life, you better have a system in your life. And winning, I want you to make note, has nothing to do with money. It might. I hope it does for you. But if you become a great educator, and you affect the lives year after year after year through dynamic education, you're not going to become a Bill Gates or a multi-millionaire, but you will be a winner. Because you took a difficult career path and you did it. Yeah, you did it. You won. We all lose on some things in life because we're not perfect. Welcome to the human race. But you better be careful of the habits you form because you don't even know you're doing it. As children, little children, we've forgotten this, but some of you may have little kids. I've got grandchildren too, and she's still pretty young. And they start off, they lie, they cheat, and they steal. It's called innocence, the age of innocence. My mother said, Jerry, who broke the glass? I don't know, Mommy. I broke the glass. Sometimes, I don't know. I didn't do it. Yes, I did. I didn't want the blame. I didn't want the responsibility. And so it is. It's simplistic and tiny, but it's the root of what grows in your life. And one day I came home with a beautiful, I was very poor. I mean, very poor in the 1930s. We had nothing. And I brought this beautiful, small ball that looked, today it would look almost like a volleyball. And I brought it home. She said, hey, Jerry, where did you get that? Oh, Mommy, I found it in the street. I stole it from Billy's yard next door because I wanted it. You do those things when you're a child. And your mom says, we don't take things. We're honest in our family. What's honest? What's that? You learn to be civil from your parents, usually your mom and your dad, but mostly from your mom. You learn to be civil. You learn to tell the truth. You learn to be honest. You learn to be responsible in your childhood. And out of that, it becomes your character. And there's always the temptation, because you belong to the human race, to slip back the other way, especially when the prize can be pretty large. Yeah. But I can tell you, we all are, as human beings, creatures of habits. And be careful of the habits you're forming. Because some of you in this room, I don't care who you are, but some of you habitually lie. And you call, oh, I don't lie. I just exaggerate. I don't lie. I exaggerate. Exaggeration is a logical, intelligent lie. Deliberate. And you be careful because it becomes a habit. Now, the psychologists and psychiatrists, and I'm not one, tell us that the stages you go through childhood, from birth to about 12, or thereabouts. And then you go through adolescence from 12 to about 18. And then you go through maturity from about 18, some sooner, some later, some never, to maturity into manhood and womanhood. And you're in a time of maturing. We're also informed, and there are exceptions, that the vast majority of us, by the time we're 25, 26, we harden in our habits. And if we're a confirmed habitual liar, by the time you're 26, you're probably going to do it till the day you die. And if you're a thief and we take something that belongs to someone else that you thought you weren't going to get caught, you'll do it every year that you have the opportunity till the day you die. And will all of us be tempted? Yes, because we belong to the human race. Do we have to give into that? No. Of course not. Say, not good. But I tell you this, truly, you have to have a reason to live, to be a man or a woman of quality, of a leader, quality. And it's got to be bigger than yourself. That won't do. There'll always come the opportunity, that moment, when you're willing to sacrifice to get something you want. But if you're living to bring honor to your mother and your father, you want to bring honor to your family, you want to bring honor to your country, that's a big enough reason. Just say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go the right way. That's the beginning of relationships. Will that make you the perfect man or the perfect woman? Of course not. You belong to the human race. But you have to have the basis of values. And that's the only two things you control in your life. Are your ethics, your honesty. You don't cheat, you don't lie, you don't steal. That would bring shame to my mother and father, shame to my country and me. But live for them. Live for something bigger than yourself. Otherwise, there's nothing you won't do.